Jesus Christ sacrificed his life for the sins of mankind according to the Bible. Okay. Jesus gave his life so that mankind's sins will be forgiven. He sacrificed his life on the cross. And by so doing, he made the ultimate sacrifice for sins to be forgiven. Great, wonderful. But remember, he rose on the third day, right? Yes, he rose on the third day from death. And by so doing, he withdrew that sacrifice that was earlier made when he gave his life up on the cross. His life was later retrieved 3 days later. Yes, he didn't stay dead. Jesus dying for mankind would have been valid if Jesus had stayed dead. You can't eat your cake and have it. Jesus died, he resurrects, and he's still alive. You understand that? It's like eating your cake while you still have it. Is it possible? Jesus was pronounced dead. He died for the sins of mankind, but he resurrected 3 days later. And by so doing, he has just withdrawn that sacrifice that was made for human sins to be forgiven. That sacrifice would have been valid if only he stayed dead, if only he remained in death. That's the truth. Jesus actually knew he was going to resurrect 3 days later after his death, right? Now, to those of you watching this video, as a Christian, as a believer, I am putting this question to you. If you know that you are going to resurrect in 3 days, if you have the capacity to give up your life today and resurrect 3 days later, would you be scared to make such sacrifice for people? Would you be scared to give up your life for human beings, knowing fully well that you are going to rise again 3 days later? But do you know there are actually human beings in reality that gave up their life for other people? Many took bullets so that others will remain alive. Many sacrificed themselves to buy the life of others, for others to remain alive. And these people that did this never returned back to life. They never resurrected after some days. Those were the people that actually made the ultimate sacrifice of giving their life so that others will live, so that others will have theirs. Jesus claimed to have given up his life so we will have ours, but only for him to resurrect after 3 days, thereby withdrawing that sacrifice he had made earlier. That's the truth. If he had stayed dead, that sacrifice would have put through. That sacrifice couldn't have put through after resurrecting barely 3 days later. If you can learn, they say a word is enough for the wise. I've explained this enough so you would understand it. I explained this in a layman's language for you to understand. But if you choose to be adamant by holding on to that falsehood you've been sold to over time, there is little or nothing I can do to help you. But Jesus never stayed dead, and as such, his sacrifice couldn't have been valid. And if you know that you will resurrect in 3 days, would you be scared to give your life for others?